Entering screen resumed.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Now this will make it into the end zone, and Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. It hasn't been his day. It hasn't been their day to this point, but some kudos to this crowd. This is not an easy environment to play in.
And they have to be really excited because they feel like they're having an impact on the game. Visiting quarterback not playing very well, their team not doing well, they're helping their home team out. Now, if you're that quarterback, though, you've got to find a way to hurt that crowd. And the only way to do that, make good plays and try and calm them down.
I'm sure he's thinking it starts right here on this drive. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And he'll go right back to Andrews. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Throwing again on second down. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So first and 10 now from the 30. And Jackson throwing once more. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, Jackson. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Jackson will throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Ravens.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So we have reached... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Ravens 10. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone, and Hill will opt for the touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it brings up
a nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 37 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He was brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Down. It's Johnson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, it's Watson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Texans will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Sliding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jackson sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back now in Houston. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Gain of 6 yards.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
3 and out. 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Watson a give. This is Johnson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over this entry mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That one goes for 30 yards. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Black line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Forced out to his left. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Intended for David Johnson.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
16 yards, a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Watson's going to throw it here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Big offensive explosion help lead. Defensive